Hi everybody. So in this session, I'm going to explain about command line interface, that is CLI. So this is the intro session. So in next session, I'm going to explain some little bit depth. So CLI is command line interface. This session is especially for a checkpoint CLI. So CLI play a vital role when we are doing troubleshooting in the production. It is very important to know it is some part of CLI. We can do maximum things through a smart console, but yeah, CLI play a vital role. So we should also know about CLI. Okay. So command line interface. So just let me just take the pen, and then we'll see a little bit theory, and then we'll move ahead. So command line interface or terminal is a text-based interface to the system. Okay. So when we enter the command by typing them on the keyboard, and feedback will be given back by command line or terminal. So this is the theory we can say of command line interface. Okay. Default shell of the CLI is called CLIS in checkpoint. Okay. Connect to the platform using a command line connection, SSH or console over a TCP IP network. So we generally, connect our devices through console, through SSH. Okay, so these are the things it is mentioned. You can automatically complete a command. For example, if you are not sure about all the commands, so you just need to type some command and hit tab. It is going to complete rest of the things. We'll see that also. So this saves time and can also help if you are not sure what to type next. Okay. So for example, let me just log into the firewall 192.168.137.10. Okay, so this is the CLI of the checkpoint firewall. You can say checkpoint gateway. So by default, shell is CLIS. At the moment we are on the CLIS. So for example, if you're not, for example, just I'm taking one command. So running or so running will not work in checkpoint because that for the Cisco. So configuration. So once I hit enter, automatically it's showing the other command, like it is going to complete it. So this is the beauty. Okay, so if you're not sure about all the command, just type some command and then a space and hit tab. It is going to complete your so all the remaining command, and we can use as per your requirement. Okay. So a command is let me take pen again. Okay, so a command is an instruction given by user. Okay, telling a computer to do something. Okay, so हम जनरली कुछ कमांड टाइप करते हैं और बोलते हैं कि उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमें टास्क परफॉर्म. Command is the name of the program to run. Command are generally issued by typing them in at the command line and then pressing the enter key, which passes them to shell. Okay, so this session is very basic according to CLI perspective. Saving configuration. So configuration changes we enter using CLI are applied immediately to the running system to ensure that these changes remain after you reboot. That is, to save your changes permanently, we need to run save config at a CLI prompt. So whatever changes we generally do through CLI, for that we need to run this command. Okay, so for example, we have done any changes through CLI, then we need to run this command save config in checkpoint to be permanently saved. Otherwise, whatever changes we have done, and once firewall will reboot, your changes will be lost. So it is very important and recommended. Like whatever changes you are doing through CLI, kindly commit it. Commit in the sense save config in checkpoint. In Palo Alto, we use commit. Okay. Okay, so CLIS. So Checkpoint has developed its own shell called CLIS. Okay, so by default, shell of Checkpoint is CLIS. Basically, the CLIS shell is used for Checkpoint Gaia device administration. Administration, such as CLIS basically used to do some configuration, like host name change, host name configuration, interfaces, role based administration, SNMP setting. So these types of changes we can do with the help of CLIS shell. Okay, there are some command which is which is not able to run on the CLIS. So there are some command for that we need to run on the export mode only. Okay, so there are some limitation. We can't run all the command in the CLIS. Some command we need to run on the export mode also. Okay, so like if you want to change host name, for example, let me show. So for example, host name. So for example, if you want to change the host names at the moment, SMS gateway, I'm just putting like SMS, then gateway one. So now host name has been changed. Okay, and then now just enter save config. It is going to be saved permanently. So these types of changes we can do through CLIS. Okay. Okay. So like, configuring host name, interfaces, role based, admin, SNMP setting, basically the configuration item that can also be configured in the web user interface. Okay. After a clean install, the default shell is called CLIS. Okay. So once your system is, for example, you are doing any clean install of any of the security gateway. So once it will up, it will become by default CLIS. So whatever symbol you are able to see at the moment, greater than it is called CLIS. In Cisco, like you guys are so aware, okay, in Cisco, like we have enable mode, configuration mode. So similar type, we can relate in Checkpoint. So by default shell is CLIS, and we can't do all configuration through CLIS. There are some, limitation we can do through CLIS, some through expert, and maximum through a smart console. Okay, so a smart console maximum we do changes like security policy, NAT, site-to-site VPN, but we can place some command in CLIS, and we can place some command in the export mode. Okay, so we'll see that part also one by one. Okay, so as one can always enter the CLIS cell by entering CLIS. Okay, so for example, the symbol. Okay, whatever at the moment you are saying, that is called, you are in the default cell called CLIS. Okay, so if you come here and whatever at the moment we are able to see, just one, whatever at the moment we are able to see, that is in the default is CLIS cell. Okay, so for example, just 1 minute, if you go on the export mode, so now we are on the export mode. This is similar kinds of configuration mode of the Cisco. So some command we can run in the export mode also. For example, R space -8. So these types of command generally we can run in the expert mode. And for example, if you want to go back in the CLIS, just run the command CLIS. So it should go in the CLIS. If you're not going in the CLIS by CLIS command, just run the exit. So once you done the exit, once you run the exit command, it will be the CLIS mode. Okay, so this is how we can play through CLIS to expert, expert to CLIS in Checkpoint Firewall. Okay, so I hope you guys understand till now. So this session is just for the intro of the CLI command line interface. Okay, so for full access to all command, we must enter export mode. So there are some command that command only run on the export mode. We'll see that later in later session. This can be compared to the CLI from Cisco, where there is a user mode and privilege mode, okay, which require the enable command to enter. In Gaia, we must enter the expert command to enter in expert mode, okay. So if you want to go on the expert, we need to enter expert here, and then we need to mention expert password. Now we are in expert mode, okay. Something we can do through here also. For example, let me take the access of the firewall. HTTPS, yeah. Let me override the log. So whatever, so there are so many changes like network interface, R, BSCP server, and host and DNS, static route, net flow. So these things we can do through Web UI. And same changes we can do through CLI also. Okay. So let me go in the list mode. And if you run the command like show command, so command, so commands, so it will show all the command. Okay. Mostly it will run in the CLIs. Let me show you one by one. See, so this command this command mostly we can run in the CLIs. Okay. For example, if you want to delete radius related things, if you want to add in a SNMP related things, for example, other like delete. Okay, so there are so many command related to delete. If we press enter, it will show all the remaining command. Okay, like there are so many command related to there are so many command related to installer, and then there are so many command related to set. Okay, so this is the way. If so, for example, if you are not sure about the command, so you don't need to worry. If you hit just run the command show commands, it will show list of the command, and as per the requirement, you can use that command. Okay, so this is how we can use CLI. So this session was just for the intro part. So in next session, I'm going to do a little bit in depth one by one. So I hope you guys understand about the CLI command line interface in production of checkpoint. So by default, sale of checkpoint is CLIs, and but we can't do all the changes on the CLIs. So some changes we need to do on the export mode also. For that, we need to type export manually and then mention the export password. For example, your export password is not set, then we need to set export password. Then we need to go to the export mode. So it's similar like in Cisco, we have like a user mode and privilege mode. Okay, so we can consider user mode is CLIs and privilege mode we can consider as a export mode. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much for your times. Please like if you like this session, please subscribe, share, and as much as possible. Thank you very much.